Do you want to improve your artworks from this level to this level? In this video I'm going to show you how to improve your drawings to make realistic. Tips and tricks for art portraits. By using these tips you will become nope to pro in your art portraits. There are 5 most common mistakes what beginners makes. Number 1, shading. Most of the beginners make these mistakes in their shading, using only one grade of pencil to shade the larger areas. For dark areas, they will use only the 6B and 8B pencils. For light areas, they will use only 2B or HB pencils. But in reality, actually we will need to use layers of shading. For darker areas, we will need to HB, 2B, 3B or 4B pencil layers. For lighter areas, we will need to only HB and 2B layers one by one. If we will add only one grade of pencil, it will appear like a patches, like showing in the photo. Number 2, blending. Most of the people while blending, they use paper stumps, makeup brushes and tissue papers. There is no matter what we are use. The matter what it is, how we are blending. First we will need to blend smooth and slowly, not roughly. If we will blend roughly and the artworks become unrealistic and grades mix more what we not needed. So first we will add light grade of pencil and blend it with tissue or makeup brush and add another layer of dark pencil and blend it again. Number 3, highlights. Most of the artists give more highlights for their artworks, but it will look like unnatural. So we will only add that much highlights what we are seeing in the reference photo. Number 4, outlines or edges. The outlines or edges is need to mix in the art portrait, not look separately. So we will not use any darker pencils to give highlight to the edges. It will need to mix in the artwork. Most commonly in face areas, we will need to mix the edges with the face shading. Number 5, drawing from reference. Reference is a thing that which are most important for the drawing. If we will not choose a correct reference, then our art portraits are not good or not look that much realistic. So we need to select as a reference that is clearly visible to eye, and when we are zoom it, the shading will be appear like a clear. For drawing from reference, there are 2 most commonly used or popularly used methods are there. Number 1, LOOMIS method and grid art. These are used by 90% of artists for their art portraits. In LOOMIS method, they are need to separate the shapes of the face and it will appear like a skeleton first. Then they will add eyes, nose, mouth and another parts of face. In grid art, there are all square boxes from the reference. We will draw the diagram. We will need to adjust the square boxes are big or small or in centimeters. Grid art is useful for the A4 or A5 size art portraits. This is one of my artwork drawing using from reference by LOOMIS method. The video is useful for you. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and definitely write a comment.